Week in AI with Avi, and back from the hiatus is Connor. Connor, where have you been?
I've been busy. Been working.
Okay, you're not on vacation.
No.
Your team is growing. Connor's dev team is growing every day. There's like a new guy in here.
Yeah.
You guys have to move to a new space.
We're taking over the office.
You're taking over the office. It's very exciting, actually. Any exciting projects you're working on?
I mean, we're working on a ton of projects around voice, around AI assistance.
Yeah.
Really kind of taking that handwritten, monotonous task some people are doing, maybe, a phone call system for handling the sort of workflow that you get 20,000 phone calls a month. So we have a few companies that are kind of working with us on those. So a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, that's a really cool opportunity for any of our clients who have a call center. Reach out to us. We're happy to talk about it. But let's talk about our headlines. Jim filled in when you were gone a couple weeks ago. And it's really been a tumultuous week because we couldn't record 1 week. But if we did record, I was thinking you and I would talk about Fable.
Yeah.
And so much has happened. Can you just walk us through what's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, Fable got released. It was this big new model, very smart, mythos, but with guardrails. And the government came in and shut it down. Mm-hmm. Now it's back with some additional guardrails, some security where you have to be identity verified for U.S. Citizens. They're really trying to restrict the access outside of the U.S. because these companies are really trying to take information and train their own models.
Right.
It's called distillation. They're trying to get what they can out of the model so that they can learn from it and train their own.
Right. You were telling me about an example of this.
Yeah. I mean, recently, Alibaba had one of the largest attacks on any sort of AI, where they had 25,000 fake accounts, run about 28 million interactions with Claude, trying to get out what is this model thinking, how does it work, so that we can sort of copycat our own version of it.
You want Alibaba to sue you?
No, I do not.
Did they do it? They're accused of doing it.
Yes, they're accused. That they want to say they didn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But both of these stories kind of get to, we always talk about the AI arms race.
Yeah.
And we talk about them as if they're only in this race in like the sphere of business. But there's geopolitics involved as well.
100%.
So like this Alibaba example is an example of how certain nations have access to certain models and certain nations do not. Like, so China is
really tight, restricted.
Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, that's right. So they have to go through these other sort of measures to kind of keep up, if they're even trying to keep up. The first example is interesting because it's the US government weighing in on the arms race.
Yeah.
Certainly there were legit concerns about what Fable could do, but it seems to me that the current administration isn't very fond of Anthropic for whatever reason. Maybe they're not greasing the wheels as the way other companies are.
Yeah.
And they're sort of like, I don't think so. So you were referring to Anthropic as sort of like the Apple of AI companies, right?
Yeah.
Do you see that changing with these kind of attempts to slow them down?
Clearly, they know how to keep their name in the headlines.
Yes.
They know how to keep kind of at top of the mind where Apple does.
Right.
So I think as long as they continue to deliver things of value like Mythos or Fable, which is pushing that envelope, I think they're going to maintain that kind of like superiority over these other OpenAI, Gemini, Meta, all these kind of tier 2 companies. I don't think they're leaps ahead, but I think they're definitely maybe 10% ahead.
Yeah, like I agree with you. I think when you compare them to Apple, it's really smart because like Apple has this a little bit, they had it more maybe 5, 6, maybe 10 years ago, but there's something, they have like the sort of like edge. There's something kind of sexy about the brand.
One more thing.
Yes, exactly. There's like they have like an aura about them that Anthropic also has. I don't really see some of these other kind of OpenAI, Grok, XAI.
Yeah, I didn't even mention Grok.
Gemini. Grok is just aiming for sex.
Yeah, Grok is the fun relative. That hey, nice to see you.
Yeah.
How you been?
Yeah, and then like, whoa, I got too much of you,
I'll
Grok.
see you next year.
But Anthropic is in that like stratum as Apple was. Of being like, has an aura about it. They seem kind of special or elite or better.
Yes.
I don't know how, but yeah, they're there.
They're doing it. One of the last stories, I mean, this is a really interesting one, is this AI boomerang.
Oh, wait, what about we're talking about
Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi had one of the largest capital raises for an AI-focused fund at $49 billion. So this is kind of showing you that it's not all, this fake investment sort of bubble. There are real dollars being funded into this project. Whether or not it's worth 50 billion or trillions of dollars yet to be seen. But I think it's really interesting to see this kind of real world politics and international affairs where everyone around the world is aware that this is sort of revolutionary.
Yes.
And they're willing to put the money behind this thing to see.
Yeah, I agree. And it's just sort of another example of China is restricted, Middle East is sort of allowed, and it's a big boom. And it is sort of a uniquely American thing that these are American companies, that all of these that are in the lead.
Yes.
As we celebrate the 250th year of this country, it's still innovative, right?
Yes.
America's still innovative, still pushing ahead. And it's just, AI is another example of sort of one of these amazing things that American innovation has wrought, that
100%.
All these other countries and companies want a piece of it, but aren't necessarily making it.
Right.
Right? And so it is.
They want to get in.
Right. They want to get in. And we're seeing that from Abu Dhabi. What else?
Yeah, we have this sort of layoff boomerang happening where AI came, it wasn't that smart, it was coming, it was getting better. The tech companies saw the possibility of it kind of doing some of these menial tasks and coding and engineering. And then it became really smart, over the course of a year and a half. And they went, okay, now's the time. Let's cut 50% of our software engineering staff because the other 50% is going to be twice as efficient. And then they kind of are realizing now, no matter how good the AI is, because it is good, they kind of needed a lot of those people to keep the train on the tracks, to keep the direction and focus of the project, whatever they're working on. And we've seen that in our own projects, right? AI can go and do amazing things, build amazing things. If you don't have the right direction and focus of where you want to get, you can very easily go off and take detours. You're still going in the right direction, but you're not really getting there as fast as you thought you would.
This idea that AI is going to replace human jobs is so premature. And I think this boomerang is interesting. If certain companies thought, we don't need these people anymore, you absolutely need them because they know your processes. They may not have to do the same jobs. Their job changes. But whether it's QA or it is some sort of managing of the agents, we think that AI creates opportunities for businesses, but it also creates opportunities for employees at businesses.
It's an opportunity maker.
Yes. And so we always say, if you're wondering how to make use of this opportunity, reach out to us.
Yeah.
Connor will come to your house now that he's back, now that his team is growing.
I'll come to your family's house.
He does home visits. He will bring firecrackers this weekend if you need. He will light the firecrackers. So it's an exciting time. This boomerang is interesting. We would caution people from laying off your employees if you think AI is going to replace them. It's not.
Find ways to have them empowered.
Yeah, right. Definitely. That's a great way to end.
Have a great week.
Bye, everyone.